welcome back. We are currently standing under the Christmas tree at our brand new Christmas village. Guys, this is going to be our new level 10 snow village. As you can see, our village level is already 7, but today I basically take you through this entire build process, so stay tuned for that. This village was not cheap to make and it was not easy to make, but I think it was totally worth it in spirit of the holidays. So Merry Christmas if you guys celebrate, and if not, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Be sure you guys subscribe because we're back to daily. I know I missed yesterday, but it was Christmas, so you can give me a bit of a break there. Either way, we're gonna jump into the build for this entire project, so I hope you guys enjoy this adventure. But to start this video, I have to take you back to when this was just a plot of land with nothing on it, so I hope you guys enjoy the build. And I think we have arrived to where we are gonna call our new home. Well, our home in the snow. But as you guys can see, we've already plopped down our grand chest that we do every time we start a level 10 village, and we have a lot a lot of resources here. In order to build this winter wonderland, I'm gonna have to spend the most amount of resources I've ever spent in a project, and it's gonna be a little painful. Either way, like I showed you, we're already prepared. Our equipment today are 2 inner fire charms, so we don't get cold at all, and we basically have everything we need to get started. We're gonna need to farm some resources in the process, but let's begin this the same way we begin every build, by popping down a village square, and then we'll also place down a campfire just so our villagers are not cold when they arrive. And it looks like we're already ready to upgrade to level 2. We just need some granite. And would you just take a second to look at this rock that I'm standing on? Pretty interesting landscapes we got here in Lego Fortnite. All right, and we are back at base, and now it's saying that we're not ready for an upgrade. It just said we were. All that means is that we now have to start building. And the first place I want to build is right here on the cliffside. It's probably going to be the biggest structure that we build today, and it also has the nicest view. You can see basically everything from the top of this hill. And the idea for the start here is that we are going to build a nice and grand entrance for this place. The sizing looks right now, and we can go ahead and start making the deck. Okay, and we just finished laying out the framework for our first building. Obviously, this is just the balcony. It's gonna wrap around this entire thing, and it's gonna hang high in the sky, and it should be a nice little backdrop to this entire town. But the next order of business is creating some sort of pathway on the floor for us to walk around on, so let's do that. And out of everything I brought with me, the one thing that I didn't bring was a lot of wood. So we got to do that. But before we do that, I'm also just going to upgrade our village because, oh, I need wood to do that too. Okay. And as we head home, let me just tell you again, the sword is the best thing to get wood with. If you've never watched my channel, you might not know that, but it swings really fast. And as you can see, it actually doesn't take any damage. All right, and we are back at our beautiful village to go ahead and upgrade to level 2. Maybe a villager friend will show up now and they can join us on this journey. Why are you shooting me? I'm having a moment. Okay, well, until this place gets lit up, there are gonna be probably a lot of these guys because we are in the hardest biome in the game. And before I got distracted, I was building out this porch. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do for the time being is just drop a nice little crafting bench, and I'm gonna place down most of the items that I'll need here. So we'll do a lumber mill, also a grill so we can get food. That's a good idea. Level 3 has been purchased. Getting these villages to level 10 has been pretty simple, but this one is always the hardest because you need a lot of resources at the end. If you didn't know, the snow biome is more expensive. Okay, and let's get back to building. This is coming together quite nicely so far, but we got a lot more work to do, so let's keep going. And with my last piece of wood, we placed down our first set of railings, as you can see, and it's obviously not done, but we got a little bit of structure to the backside of this place, and it's starting to come together. But the problem is I'm out of everything. I don't even have enough to upgrade my village, so I gotta make a trip back home and grab a bunch of supplies, and I already ran out of wood, so I gotta get more of that too. Oh my... Wait, isn't she really rare? Maisy. I got her to explore with me. Let's go. We got Maisy, and also in our inventory, we have 700 wood. We've been grinding. Okay, we're gonna get her to join our village, but we have to make a bed first. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it right on this balcony with everything else. Let's go ahead and get Maisy to join our village. I think this will probably be the village where we assign all of our rare villagers. Probably a good idea. But here we go. Time to upgrade our village to level 5. I don't even know what level we're at because we're really just focused on the build today. But of course, we need a level 10 village because what's this video without it? It looks like we're already ready to upgrade and we should have everything we need to just turn around and do it. So now we're at level 6, and we can go ahead and level up 7. Okay, can we get 8? I do need some iron and malachite, which I don't have with me, unfortunately. So now we gotta chill for a second. Let's go ahead and finish off the railing so we can see what this top part looks like, and then we have to start building. And after about 5 hours of building, this is all that I have to show for it. You know, I went on a lot of resource runs as well, but as you can see, the staircase here looks pretty nice. You come over this way and we'll have a nice overlook over here. And then on the opposite side, this is where our villager Maisy is sleeping, and also some of our tools are. But now we are going to start on the most important part of this entire village. And as you can see, we're laying down a tree trunk. This is the start of our Christmas tree. We're going to go ahead and make this pretty tall. And I have an interesting way that we're going to try to do this. So let's go ahead and finish doing the trunk first, and then we're going to come over here to the roofs, and there's this medieval roof that has a green top to it. So I figure this will look really good as the leaves on the tree. So I'm going to plop a few down and I'll see how it looks. And that is a start. You know, it's not perfect yet, but I also haven't added any decorations, as you can see from the top. Let's get over here and show you another angle of it. You know, we tried our best. Making a tree out of the current blocks we have is not super easy. As you can tell, there's not a lot of selection here, but I do think that this is going to look really good, especially when we get some decorations on it. And now it's time to go ahead and add some support beams, because there's this really cool one from the dojo gallery. And as you can see, there's a nice little decoration that kind of hangs off of it. So what we're going to try to do is plop these all around the tree to try to make it look like there's some ornaments there. And taking a step back, I really like the way this tree looks now. Obviously, it's a little messy and it's not perfect, but I think that's kind of the beauty of it. So we're going to keep it here in the middle. We'll do some decorations around it later, but for now, we'll leave it. I got a few more things to wrap up, and then we're going to start on our first real building of this place, which is super exciting. So let's get to work. And to check in for a quick building update, as you can see, the place is coming along. So we don't have a building here yet, but I do want to build one right here first. So I'm going to do that in a second, but let's take you around the rest of the area. Everything is fenced off. As you can see, I've left some gaps like this just because I don't want it to look absolutely perfect. It's got to have a bit of imperfections. And then this gap here is actually my trash can. So anything I throw there slides down the mountain and I can get rid of it, which is very nice. I've been using that a lot, especially for skeletons, because I'm trying to design this and I hate seeing the bones everywhere. But let's keep taking you through this place because there's a lot more. I need to put railings here. Let's do that right now. Okay, we got our railings down. I really like this railing pattern. As you can see, I used it over here as well. But as we go up the staircase, we got a nice little balcony railing on this side. And then if you come this way, there's quite a bit of room. We're going to be building a lot of stuff, obviously. So this place is going to look a lot more filled out. But there's a few ways you can go when you get here. You can either go down the stairs into what's going to be just kind of a nature garden, and also a tiny little farm with a shed here. Oh, I just realized I never finished doing this either. And I went ahead and grabbed some planks so I can just toss down some storage. We're going to toss one there and one here. I don't like the way that looks. Let's do something like this. So now we got two little storage things. We can put some stuff in here if we go ahead and farm, because there are going to be patches of soil around this area, and obviously we need to store our seeds and stuff. So yeah, this little chest setup will hold a little bit. If I live here long term, that's definitely not going to be enough storage, but we would have to build a storage room. And then over here, like I mentioned a second ago, we're going to build our first little cabin. We're going to go ahead and take you through this process with me, because this is going to be a fun little build. They ain't going to be too large in size, and I'm just playing around here. I don't know if this is what it's actually going to look like, but obviously when you start these builds, you need to make sure that it looks good. So let's just plop it down. First off, it's off-centered. I don't know if it's sitting on the right level, so let's go ahead and do that again. This time around, we should have it centered, and it's centered. And what I really think that I want to do here is put this window. I know it's an odd choice because it's obvious that there should be a door here, but this room would be completely dark if I didn't have that other wall in, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave an open door here. And now let's fill in the rest of the roof. Okay, so we popped in a roof. Now it's kind of done, but not at all, because we're gonna go ahead and punch out this section. So basically what we're trying to do is we're gonna make a walkway that connects to another section of the building in this area, and if all goes according to plan, it should connect to this outer balcony here. But I have no idea how to build it, so I want to test some things, and I'll see you when we have a building down. Wow, look at that. My plants, they have fully grown in, and it made this area look absolutely beautiful. but we also made this. So let's go ahead and take you through a tour of our first 2 cabins that we built here. And not enough design has gone into the interiors yet, but as you can see, we started building out some stuff. We want our lumber mill here, and we got some storage for it, as well as some decorations. For now, it's just a few countertops, but we will build out these entire areas in future videos. I just want to lay some framework today, and as you can see, we have this fun little building as well, and the 2 of them connect outside of the main village. We get this cool little private bridge that you can't access unless you go through the buildings. Pretty basic, but at the same time, I really like the way these look, especially since there's 2 different kinds of roofs on them. Gives it more color, and now we have this. As you can see, what I'm standing on and what I've been avoiding this entire video, the main building of the compound. And the reason I've been avoiding it is because honestly, I don't know what to do here. And usually when I don't know how to start a build, just building helps. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plop down our first build. And I think that looks like a good spot. Let's keep building. And I'm sorry, I know this video is very fast paced and I'm not showing a ton of building because this has been a ginormous project. So drop a like if you've enjoyed so far. But as you can see, our main cabin is done. It's filled up with this nice little patio section. And as you come inside, there's absolutely nothing. Like I said, all the interiors will be fully furnished and stuff like that in the future episodes to come. So make sure you guys are subscribed as well. But yeah, that's about it from this cabin. And that's about it from everything that I've built in the village so far. But there's 2 more things I want to do. First off, I want to show you guys this. And these are Christmas presents, if you couldn't tell. We have a ton of different boxes that actually hold stuff. Right now it's storage, but eventually it would be cool to store all of our different ores. So for instance, we could have one present that carries all of our obsidian. We can have one that carries copper, so on and so forth. Kind of a creative way to do storage, especially because storage rooms will give you the building limit. So definitely don't want to do that here. But the last thing we have to do in today's video is grab a ton of copper. And we are going over here to our sculptures to place some golden llama statues around this place. You know, it is a Christmas village after all, and I feel like we don't have enough decorations around the place. This is very expensive because as you can see, it costs 8 copper to place a single one of these, but in the spirit of Christmas, we do not care. And yeah, I just think this is amazing decoration because you run around this village and you just get hit with these golden llamas in front of you that look super sick. I'll even hide one in this underground area, but this is only episode 1 of our new village. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another episode of the daily survival series where we continue our work on this village and also migrate some of our stuff over here because hint, hint, we might be moving for a little bit, but you guys will see that all soon. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the survival series where we built this entire village, be sure to drop a like. Like I said, this was time consuming. I hope you guys all had a good holiday as well. And other than that, it's been your boy Kaz. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end of the video. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.